Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Shanina Shake makeup tutorial. I'm using all drugstore products and this was by Patrick Ta, I believe was the artist. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so starting off with this look, I already went ahead and primed my face with I didn't prime it, sorry. I put a moisturizer on and I used the Cetaphil moisturizer. I'm actually wanting to change my moisturizers because this is not, I mean, I like it, but I think the CeraVe is probably going to be better or just another brand. So if you have brand recommendations, let me know in the comments, but this is what I use as a moisturizer for now. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is using the e.l.f. Poreless primer, and I'm putting this all on my T-zone area. I put about like that much, and here we go. This thing is really good. I love this product. To be honest, I have higher end primers, and this one is like perfect, and I have large pores, so I recommend. But I wanted to do this makeup look. I believe it's by Patrick Ta. At least that's what Pinterest said. But I wanted to do this makeup look using drugstore products just because I feel like you can create high-end makeup looks using affordable products. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Almay Skin Perfecting. It's their newest foundation that they have. I'm in the shade 110, and what is it? Neutral Buff. And we're gonna see how this works. It's like when you open it, it comes out like that. I'm more of like, I prefer a pump because it will create less mess, but I'm just letting you know now that it does have that. And this actually has like anti-aging properties and all that stuff, so we love that. And it's a matte foundation. So for the look that I saw in the image, her skin looks really matte. Maybe she has like highlighter, but that's why I wanted to use this foundation today. What I like about this makeup look that we're going to be doing today is that it's so easy, it's simple, and it's just all about the lips, and the eyes are just like a beautiful pink, and it's really romantic, but it's perfect for fall. And I love when it's fall time to wear makeup looks that are very natural-ish on the eyes, but like dramatic, bold, dark lips. I love that. So, but I'm also not a matte person, but for fall, I'll make an exception. So yeah, that's the foundation. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. However, I do have a video on that, so if you want to see that, it'll be in the description, so you can go ahead and watch that routine. But I am going to be using drugstore products, so just so you can get an idea, I will be using the Maybelline Brow Precise pencil, and then just to like fill that in, and then I'm going to be using a brown eyeshadow by Maybelline. It looks like this. I've been using this for years if it's my drugstore version, and I just use the darkest shade from the palette right here. And then that's what I'm going to be doing for my brows. But watch the video and then I'll come back. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the Almay concealer, and this is one of their newest concealers, a skin perfecting one. So it's just like the foundation, they're in the same family. And I'm just putting this on my eyes, and I will blend that out with my fingers. I'll now be going in with a cream color eyeshadow. This one's by Maybelline, the Natural Smokes palette. This is the one that I use for my eyebrows. And I'm just using a round brush, it doesn't matter what brush you use, to put this over my primer. For my crease section, I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm just using a blending brush, Morphe M433. And I'm just going to put like maybe about that much on it, tap off excess, and put this in the crease. We don't need a lot of this, just something that can be in little transition and give you definition on your eyes. What I personally love to do is I like to use like blushes and bronzers as a, for my eyes, because I mean, if you look at the pan, it has so much product and it's doing the same amount of work like an eyeshadow would, but it's just a bigger pan. So I like to multi-purpose my blushes, my bronzers, my highlighters. I use it all for my eyes. And then I'm just smoothing this out with my fingers a little bit. I notice sometimes that helps. And then going back in to blend that out with the same brush. Awesome. I'm going to be using the Milani blush, and it looks like this. It's a very pretty color. This one's in Tea Rose. So pretty. It's a matte blush, so that's why I wanted to use this. And in the image, it looks like she has like a very light pink eyeshadow on, so it's not really like a dark pink, so I thought this would be perfect. And I'm just putting this on my brush. I'm not putting a lot. I'm making sure it's semi there. And then just going in. That's perfect. And if it gets on your lid area, that's fine. Actually, I might just take it there. Yeah. Wind swiper motions is what I'm doing, and circular in the outer corner. By the way, I'm kind of improvising this on the spot. I'm just going off of what I think she did, or he did, Patrick Ta. So we'll see. Going back with the Morphe 433, I'm just going over that to make it a little softer. This is not like an eyeshadow look, that's the thing. Like your focus shouldn't really be on the eyes, it's on the lips. I am going to go back in again with the cream color here, and I'm just going to be using an angled brush by e.l.f. and put this on my inner half of my lid and my brow bone area. And I'm just really taking that in the inner corners because it looks really bright, but I don't know if she used a highlighter on there, but eventually we're gonna go and put a highlighter on there. Just going back in again with the M443. Make sure all of that's blended. Now for the lashes, I'm going to put on my mascara, and I'm going to be using my favorite of all time ever, and it's the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. It's dirty, I know, but this is messy. And in the picture, she didn't have any false lashes, so I think that's the best part of this look. You can, however, put on false lashes. I'll think about it if at the end of the video if I would like to put them on or not. So if you guys, want me to do more looks with false lashes, let me know. But what I like about this one is that it's very natural, and I'm all about natural makeup nowadays. So the fact that it's just your natural lashes, it's so convenient and makes it faster. It's just taking me longer to do this because I'm filming and I'm talking. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for my lashes now, and I will be using a curling wand. Yes. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Almay Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade 120 Light Pale. I like to go a little lighter sometimes, so I will be doing that today. I'm only putting about that much. I'll be using a foundation brush to blend this out. And then I take it up. I always take it up kind of up to here, my concealer. For baking, I'm going to be putting this just under my eyes with a brush that looks like this, and I will be using the e.l.f. HD powder, and I will put that on my T-zone, my chin, under my eyes, just make it really pore-free. The reason I like to go with the little brush sometimes is just because I feel like I can get under the fine lines under my eyes versus when I use a little sponge, I mean, I can't really get there. So this gives me more control on where I want it to set. For my face powder, I'm going to be using the Almay Clear Complexions face powder, and I'm in the shade 200 Light Medium, and it looks like that. I'm using a e.l.f. Blending brush, face brush, and I'm putting that around the areas where I don't have the baking going on. And then I'm going to take it out. For my contouring section, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contour stick, and I'm using the shade 804A Oaks on You, and I like that name, it's very catchy, and it looks like that. And I'm just placing this in my areas I need it. And then maybe here too. I'll be using the e.l.f. contouring brush, and this is just like my go-to brush for when I have to do this. And I kind of blend going up into my cheekbone section. And then drag it in the hairline. The nose section, and I just go down and then kind of take it around. I'm going to go over everything that we just did with the butter bronzer all over the place. And I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush, but I use this as my go-to bronzer brush. I'm just putting concealer in the middle of my nose and just making it look real skinny again. And then I just kind of blend it with my finger. I kind of make this up as I go. And once all of that is like this, then I'm just going to go back in with the Almay powder and just go over the nose area and the bronzer area to make it kind of softer. That's just my trick. Anytime I do something that I think is a little too overboard, I put back powder, and then it brings life back to my face, or it just hides the mistake. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Hides the mistake that I make. It makes it look a little bit more natural. For my blush, I'm going to be using one of the Maybelline Fit Me blushes, and this one's in the shade Berry Bay. And this is so beautiful. It's a matte blush. So I'm putting this with my e.l.f. blush brush that we just used for our bronzer, and I'm putting that lightly on my cheeks because this is super pigmented. On my apples of my cheeks. All right, it looks crazy, but I'm going to go in again with the brush. I kind of like wiped off product on it, and I'm just going to make sure I can blend it. And then I use my finger for the edges, and then same thing on the other side. So for this look, blush is like a big factor of it because the eyes are so natural, the lips are gonna be like bam in your face, and then the blush is also gonna be kind of like a moment. So that's why it's a little bit more than what I would normally put on. It'll all come together, I promise, but this is what the blush situation is gonna be for now. Okay, so for my highlighter, I know it's a matte look, right? But hear me out. I need a little highlighter, and I think that it just looked really nice. So for the one that I'm going to be using is going to be by Wet n Wild. So it's affordable, and it looks like that. It's a very pretty pink, very shimmery, and I'm going to be putting this a little bit under my brow bone, my inner corner, and that section. I'm using an Equal Tools angled brush to do that. Looks like she has like a shiny forehead too, so I'm putting it on my forehead a little bit. And I hope you guys can see that, but it's really like a beautiful pink moment. Yes. For my inner corner and brow bone area, I'm using the angled brush by e.l.f. and I'm going back in with the highlighter. Like that. And then in the inner corner, just a little. Taking it down here. And then in here, in the inner corner. Finally, we're at the end. It's the lips, and the lips are going to be a matte moment again. So we're going to be using a lip liner, and this one is by NYX, and this one's in the shade Dark Red. And then the lipstick we're using is by Milani, and this one's in the shade I Am Strong. And it looks like that. It's a very deep, deep red. All right, so starting off with the lip liner, we're gonna just line our lips, and I like to kind of overdraw. So again, if you don't like to do that, then you don't have to, but for me, I just like the lips. I'm just blending it out with my finger. Going in with the lipstick now. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. This is the finished look, and I really love it, and I hope you guys do too. And if you learned anything, let me know in the comments, and I hope I gave you guys some ideas on what to wear for fall, because this is definitely something that I'm going to be wearing a lot right now, maybe even changing up the lip. But again, I love the matte and neutral, not neutral, maybe like romantic pink, elegant makeup that you can just, be really dramatic in, and you looks like you didn't even try. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.